stain, which has determined your fate. I've never seen so clear. I feel the end and it's near. The day of reckoning's here. The sound of deafening fear.
You gon' die if you try. You just might get a little bit of trouble. Right in your side, you would never see me coming. You gon' die if you try. You just might get a little bit of trouble. Right in your side.
Welcome, everyone, to As the NFL Turns. Y'all, this is week 18. That's right, y'all. Week 18, the last week. That's right. Tears of sorrow. Some might say tears of joy. Who knows about that? But this is our week 18 edition of As the NFL Turns. I am your host, Carlos Clayton from Uneducated Sports Talk. We got Zach in Nonfiction for Real.
Yes, sir.
Sports. What's happening, y'all?
What's good, man?
Just doing good, brother.
Waiting for this day to be over, I guess. It comes to the end. You know what I'm saying? Like a boys and men song.
Y'all let us know in the comments, man, how y'all feel about y'all team going into week 18. Do you love it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you want to just end the season right now? Whatever. Let us know in the chat, man. How y'all? So how's y'all weekend been going so far?
It's been okay. Been kind of quiet, but been cool.
Man, I'll tell you what, I enjoyed some good football yesterday. I enjoyed some good football last night. Texans and Colts put on a show. It felt like playoffs before the playoffs got here, man. It was something special.
Yeah, it was, man. I'm not even going to stunt. I like the fact that they made it Saturday where both games had implications. I mean, that's obviously smart how they're doing it. But both games had implications of the playoffs. And, of course, that last one, Texans and Colts. I was wondering how you would do that. 2 games on a Saturday, make the last one really mean something, and it did. So it was awesome. It was 2 young teams battling out. We'll talk about it a little later on the show, but 2 young teams battling out, the Colts and the Texans, man, and I really enjoyed it because both teams, if I were to tell you to start the year that these guys would be fighting for a playoff spot week 18, I'd be like, I don't know about all that.
You know, the one thing I feel bad about is the fact that Gardner Minshew played a really good damn season, man.
He did.
And he even played the whole season. He had over 3,000 yards, 15 TDs, 9 interceptions. Like, is he worthy enough to be a starter somewhere? Playing like this, is he worthy enough to be a starter?
It's going to be a tough look because, man, he just had a horrible game yesterday. That's like the biggest thing. And everybody remembers. They have short-term memory. They remember the last game you played.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I understand that. I understand that, but at the same time, like I said, his stats are still pretty decent stats for somebody who didn't play the entire season. You know, it's like those are some actual good numbers, and to be a backup.
Look, what he did was prove that he's an NFL quarterback, so he'll have a job for years and years and years to come. You know, and he's one of those guys that keeps finding ways to be the backup to quarterbacks that get injured a lot. So he's just one of those guys. So he'll always have a
he's
job.
One of those dudes. He comes on your team. The quarterbacks are not. Get him out.
Get him out, bro.
He's got the Reaper with him. Get him out.
McCoy, man, like Colt McCoy every year, like 5 years in a row, just found himself playing.
Oh no, I told you guys that's Jared Stidham. Stidham was with the Raiders. I got bitched. Now he's with the Denver. Who got bitched? Like the quarterback gets bitched every time he joins up, man.
We got Dolph 17 with the Dolph Jackson in the building. What's good?
What's good, family? What's good, family? Man. How y'all doing today, brother?
I remember like we a fraternity.
Yeah. Beta Psi Phi, baby.
Let's get it.
Man. How y'all doing this morning, my brother?
We good, brother. We good, man.
Good.
Great, man.
Could be right. Might be the next round.
Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. We see you, baby. Week 18 is here. Every game matters today. Even the Jets and the Patriots game matters today. You say, dog, how in the world can the Jets go against the Patriots matter? It could be the final appearance of Bill Parcells on the sidelines as the New England Patriots.
Bill Belichick, man.
I always say goddamn Parcells.
He said Parcells was a Jet. He was a Jet.
I got got all hype. And then I said the damn wrong name. You know, hey, you know, if this ain't your first time here, well, you already know. You know, I do things like that. You know, I got a little too hype. You know, but you know, let me see if I can rewind it. Guess what? I'm talking about the Jets and the Patriots, damn it. Even this game matters today. Yeah, Mike say, dog, why? Well, because it could be the final game of one of the greatest coaches in the history of the National Football League, as Bill Belichick.
There you go. There you go.
I damn near say it for ourselves again. As Bill Belichick could be coaching his final game today in Foxborough, man. So there's a reason to keep an eye out on that. Rumor is that there will be a portion of the way, so we'll just have to see, man.
Yeah, they're supposed to meet next week.
Go ahead.
They're supposed to him and the ownership are meeting next week to finalize what's supposed to happen next for him.
Gotcha. Everybody in the chat, we want to thank y'all for being here. Listen, any comments you have, any thoughts you have, drop it in the chat. Any questions you want to ask us, put it in the chat, and we go get to it. Let's get to it, man. Straight to it. First game up. Playoff implications: 7-9 Bears, 8-8 Packers. Simply put, if you're a Packer fan, win the day. Win, you're in. Lose, you stay home. Gentlemen, let's break this down.
Man,
you got Bears versus Packers. Last time these two teams played, the Packers really put it on. Was that week 1 or week 2, I believe, of the NFL season? And that was in Chicago. Look, the Bears have been, call it what you want, they ended the year on a great note, man. And it makes you kind of scratch your head, should we keep Fields or not, man? But I'm going to go with the Packers to win this game. I just feel like too much on the line. You're at home. The Bears are still your baby brother, you know. Like Zach and his baby brother got going on. He still runs things, right? So just saying, I like the Green Bay to win this game. Jordan Love has been that dude for about 4 or 5 weeks now. He's shown why he should be the starting quarterback for Green Bay, and they look good. And I think the Bears are fine where they're at right now. They might want to dial down on that second pick they have in the first round and bring it back to probably about a single-digit pick instead of 10 or 11. So yeah, I think the Packers win this game and make the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the Packers pull it out. Packers been playing the better football as we come down the stretch. Chicago hasn't looked horrible, but Packers look to be kind of gaining ground, and Love has looked a lot better, looked more confident, has been protecting the ball a bit more as we come down the stretch as well. I expect Packers to pull out the W. I mean, not easy, but I think they should win. And then Bears, yes, they don't have anything to play for because they've already been eliminated, and they're basically celebrating their picks for the draft already. They still be competitive, but I expect the Packers to pull it out.
Well, you know, DOLPH said something yesterday. He said it's been what? You said 9 games since the Bears have been able to beat Green Bay?
3 losses to Packers for the Bears.
Well, look, if Mr. Justin Fields wants to go ahead and remain as a starting quarterback for the Bears this year, there's only one way to guarantee it, and I think that is to beat the Packers, man. And I think they have a damn good chance. So I am definitely rolling with the Bears today. I'd like to see Justin Fields sling that thing around. Him and DJ Moore have been gotten going on recently. And look, make it undoubtable that you are the starter here. Go and grab Marvin Harrison. Go and grab some offensive line during the draft, and then see what you got.
Right. And just to let y'all know, the weather in Green Bay today is going to be 28 degrees, possible snow flurries. But hey, Chicago, that's Chicago. They're used to it. You just saw what they played in last week. I'm going with the Bears. Like Zach said, I think Justin Fields gets the job done. Also, when you look at the Packers, their defense comes in ranked 20th in the National Football League. I had no idea that the Bears had the 11th ranked defense and the number 2 rushing attack in the NFL. In these conditions, I'm going with the Bears. I think the Bears finally get over the hump. I think they finally end this 9-game losing streak. I'm going with the Bears to upset the Packers and break Packer Nation heart today. Cheese will be freezing up in Lambeau. Bears get the job done. I'm going with the Bears, baby. I got the Bears all the way in this one.
Let's go.
All right. Next game up. Oh, NFC South. Tampa Bay can win the South for the third straight year. Last week, they felt on their face at home. Today, they got to go through the Red Rifle. Can Andy Dalton and the Panthers possibly play spoiler today?
Oh, it's Andy Dalton. I didn't know that. Let's go. I'm sticking with my guns. I said Tampa Bay should win this game. I mean, you cannot lose to the Carolina Panthers. You just cannot in Tampa Bay. Like, that'll be like, they had such a magical season with Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans still killing the game, and you can't end it on this note, losing to the Panthers 2-14, albeit Andy Dalton, who should have been the starter since like week 2 of the season, in my opinion, for the Panthers. Had that boy Bryce Young sit a whole year out and wait, but still, nonetheless, though, Carolina, man, they could play spoilers because they're good at home and they play stout defense at home. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay to win this game. As a Saints fan, I'm rooting for the Panthers to win. Please win, but I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay to win this game.
Yeah, if Tampa Bay loses the game, I don't even know what to say. Tampa Bay is the better team. They have the better pieces. They have Mike Evans, who's a future Hall of Famer. Like, you have great additions on this team. It would make sense if they actually lost this game. Like, you have something to play for. And I mean, Carolina, not necessarily saying they don't, but they really don't have anything to play for. They're 2-14. Just play the game, enjoy, have fun. But Buccaneers, come out there and show them who you are. Win NFC South.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, this is one the Bucs should absolutely win. Just like all y'all said, I mean, you control your destiny. I mean, what a great thing to have going into the last week of the season. You win, you're in. You lose, you got to see what happens. Bucs, go ahead, take it down. But if it is, in fact, Andy Dalton starting, I almost have my odds more with Carolina, or I have them more favorable rather than if Bryce Young was back there. I think Andy Dalton's playing for a chance at being on another NFL team, whether it's this one or another one next year. He's a vet, he's been here before. He knows how it all works, but I just can't see Carolina taking down the Buccaneers this game. Give me Bucs.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to see if I knew I heard something earlier this morning. I'm trying to make sure that Bryce Young is not going to be starting today.
I mean, with the hit that he took,
I'm looking around too.
With the hit that he took, he probably should be sitting out, to be honest with you, because he got cracked pretty bad.
Yeah, he did. That kid, he's taking a beating this year.
Yeah. I mean, I think after game 3, when him losing, they should have sat him, and not to crush his his whole confidence, but just let him know this is the NFL, it ain't college, and sometimes it don't work out the first year. Like, he's proof to reason why quarterbacks coming out of college should not play right away. CJ Stroud is an anomaly. That's an anomaly. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't happen. That rarely happens.
Right. Now, last meeting, it was only 21-18. Carolina was in the game, so it was a fight. So, better quarterback play. Who knows? Stranger things have been known to happen. I mean, they just had aliens in the mall in Miami. I'm just saying. So,
it was something there. They had 400 police officers in that mug. It was something there.
I'm just saying, those stranger
wasn't
things
no kids.
know to happen. All right, everybody in the chat. I see we got a lot of Who Dat Nation in the chat and Buccaneer Nation in the chat. In this game, in the chat, as we move on, though, let us know who you got winning this contest. Buccaneers, Panthers. All right, our next contest, another must win. Jacksonville at Tennessee. No Will Levis. Looks like they're going to go back to Tannehill for this game. Jacksonville, I'm not sure if Trevor Lawrence is going to play.
So it has been announced. He's playing. He's starting.
All right. Trevor Lawrence is going to play, trying to get the Jags back into the playoffs. Can Tennessee play spoiler today and then break the horse of Jaguar Nation?
Oh, Carlos, man, let us know what you think.
I was trying to let y'all go ahead, but I'm gonna go with it because this one's tricky, bro. But I'm gonna go with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence is here for one reason. He's playing. He might be nicked up, but he's like, I am the best chance for us to win. And albeit they're playing against Tennessee. They play hard at home, and I don't know if Derrick Henry's going to play a lot in this game. I'm not quite sure what his status is. A lot of these guys are also playing for like extra incentives as well.
Yeah,
so,
bonuses. Yeah,
your bonuses. You don't know who needs what. You saw David Clowney last night get a sack and 700.
Yeah. He's dancing on the field.
He was dancing. He was geeked up about 5 minutes. About 2 plays for the head, he's still dancing.
That boy was geeked up.
He was geeked up. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't know if like Derrick Henry has incentives or not. I'm not quite sure. But anyways, but the Jaguars got to win this game. Playoffs are on the line. I'm sorry if you are Trevor Lawrence and you're nicked up, you got to play. You got to play. You got to nip this in the bud. And hopefully, as I see him right now, he looks pretty decent. I see him warming up right now on my TV screen. So, you got to win this game, and you got to win this game and stay healthy because you have a game next week if you win against the Cleveland Browns. So, I mean, I'm going Jaguars. Titans are probably trying to fight for a better spot in the draft. I know the Titans don't mind losing this game. How about that? And give me the Jaguars. They got to play desperate, but are they? Because this game is scary. The Jaguars are Jekyll and Hyde. We know that. I don't know what Jackson we're going to get in today's game, but we're going to find out. But give me Jackson now.
Man, I've talked about Trevor Lawrence for like the last 2 seasons. Zach knows he's probably tired of me talking about it. The Jacksonville Jaguars should have been desperate the last 4 weeks. The last 4 weeks, they should have been desperate. They should have been doing everything in their power to win the last 4 weeks, and they've been not allowing themselves to play to their potential. The game plan has not been towards a running game plan. They've been using the backups of the backups to run, and Etienne is sitting there on the bench doing nothing, absolutely nothing, not injured. I mean, I expect Jaguars to win because, I mean, Tannehill, y'all know I'm not a fan of Tannehill, not what at all. He is a placeholder. I don't expect Tennessee to come out there and try to actually win the game, to be honest with you, because like you said, they're trying to get a better position on the draft board. Makes sense. Understandable. No hate against that. Jaguars need to win, plain and simple. They need to come out and win the AFC South. Like, I'm not AFC South, but win it, but they need to come out and actually win the game. You know what I'm saying? So Trevor Lawrence, he's good at faking the funk. Like, he's gotten injured, and right before he played, I think he played the Saints, got his knee busted, came out and looked amazing. Then the next day they say he was injured. Yeah, he said he was injured. And week after that, he gets injured again. Come out the week after that and plays pretty decent. It's like, I don't know what they put that dude's food, but he needs to come out and actually be the leader. He's supposed to be.
Anti-inflammatories.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
I mean, like, this is the way I look at this game, man. Jags got to win it, but my biggest thing that I'm upset about with Jacksonville right now is that I think everybody felt like they were just so ready this year. I was definitely one of them. I thought they were going to take the division handily. And they still have a lot of ways to go. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just more development from Trevor Lawrence, whether it's, the offensive coordinator drawing up the right plays, getting his skill players involved a little bit more. I know losing Christian Kirk was a tough loss for him whenever that happened, but I need them to go out and start dominating, man, because the way the Texans are looking, it's going to be a hard road for them to be dominant in this division. I don't think anyone expected that jump that the Texans had. We all hoped that CJ Stroud had the potential to be great, and he's showing it already in his first season. Last time Jacksonville faced the Titans, they were able to kill them 34-14. I'm going to be rooting for the Titans all day because I want to see the Texans take that division, but Jacksonville should go out with a big W.
Yeah.
Well, last 5 games, the Jaguars are 1-4. They overtime loss to the Bengals, 34-31. Lost at home on the road at Cleveland, 31-27. Lost to the Ravens, 23-7. Lost at Tampa, 30-12. And last week they got past the Carolina Panthers, 26-0. I mean, the Titans come in; they're 1-4 in their last 5 balls. So their only window was against Miami. So, and they just didn't show up against Houston last week. End of the season, some of those guys may have their bags packed already. If the Jaguars don't win this game, man, and win this today, man, it's one of the better choke jobs of the season. Because at one time, this team was 8-3.
Yes, facts.
Yeah.
You know, they were 8-3. So Jaguars in a must win. I'm gonna go with the Jags, but I think because everything's on the line and they really need this game. And I think Trevor Lawrence suiting up today, going out there. I think the Jags get it done in a close game. In a very close game. All right. Next up, Minnesota Vikings at the Detroit Lions. We know the Lions have already clinched. The Lions are in. The Vikings have need a miracle, three Hail Marys and a lot of stuff to get in. At 7-9, they need a lot of stuff to happen for them to get in. But hey, you never know. So in this game, man, I don't even know if the Lions are going to play the starters in this game. But to me, I think the most wins the Lions as a franchise have had is 11. So I think they go to set a franchise record for wins and make this season even more exciting, even more prosperous. I think the Lions win the day, going away. Lions in this one, and I'm calling it Lions 27, Vikings 9.
Cool. All right. I agree. I'm going Detroit, but here's why: Detroit still has a chance for that second seed. And you will love to have your first 2 games in the playoffs be at home, right? Instead of just one game and maybe face the number 2 seed, whether it be Dallas or Philadelphia. So if you're the Lions, I mean, if you win and both Dallas and Philly loses, you're the number 2 seed. So that's why they're going to play this game, because that is huge.
Should already be number 2.
And they should be already number 2, right? You know, against Dallas, right? We know about the debacle that happened at the end, but still, they have a chance to be number 2. And honestly, you never know. I mean, if the Niners find a way to lose before the championship game, Detroit could be hosting all 3 games at home. You never know. So there's reason to fight in this game. The Lions and their starters will play. So I'm gonna go with the Lions. Jared Goff's gonna have a huge day. And their running game. I see that running game. Gibbs, Montgomery having an incredible day. So give me Detroit.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a slaughterfest. I think it's gonna be a slaughterfest. If I'm Detroit, I'm coming out there and I'm giving the biggest FU to the NFL, and I'm giving every fan of football, besides fans of Dallas, a show. Because I think all of us want Detroit to go out and just blow the brakes off the Vikings, because they should be at the number 2 right now. They should have had a chance to win that last game. It is embarrassing. We streamed that game, and I'm telling you, I was red hot, bro. I had to go sit down because my blood pressure was getting bad. I felt like I was watching the Saints, man. It infuriates me as a fan of football to watch a ref be so negligent to what he's supposed to do. Thank you. That's a great word. But yeah, give me Detroit.
Yeah, I expect Detroit to win this. I mean, I know we all talk about it, but after the Dallas game, if I'm a Detroit player, I'm like, Coach, I'm not sitting. I don't care how good our team has been. I don't care how close we are. We already in the playoffs. I want to go out there and prove to everybody that we are so much better than who we playing, and destroy them and make them just to be happy to go home early. Just go home. Because you're not come and play with us. Yeah, it's not a good thing. I expect Detroit to come out there and show out. So I'm going with Detroit for the W.
So did the NFL really apologize and say it was the wrong call?
Yes, they apologize, but it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter because they don't give post-Alamus, wins to teams. They don't do that. They're the only league that don't do that.
Right. Well, yeah. So we all going with the Lions in this one.
Real quick, I said the one thing I realized after the Dallas and Lions game that I noticed that they didn't do, whenever you see them, a player becomes eligible, what do? They announce it.
Right.
You hear it over the PA. They didn't do that this game. And so if they would have did that this game and he said 70, everybody would have yelled at him, said 68. And that would have been a difference maker. But that shows the ref and the reffing crew as a whole are all at fault. Because there's a protocol that they're supposed to do. They're not only supposed to say it to the defense, but they always announce it on the PA system. They always announce it.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, screwed up on so many levels.
All right, here we go. Dallas in the nation's capital taking on the Commanders, where word is every single member of the coaching staff will be out of there. They're going to be cleaning house. GM is supposed to be gone too. So who really cares in the nation's capital? I mean, do they really care? They just going out there, hey, we fired anyway. Let's play spoiler or whatever, man. I don't see the Cowboys losing this game, though. Man.
Yeah, I mean,
Washington, badge pack. I'm talking about coaches. They got realtors looking to sell their homes right now, man. So, I'm going Cowboys.
The only talking point of this game to me is that the Washington is possibly moving on from Sam Howell, which makes no sense. My boy's been running for his life the whole season, and I'm seeing them drafting another quarterback. I'm like, what more does this dude have to do? Running for his life, playing the best football he could possibly play with y'all giving up at the midway point of the season. Come on now.
The man almost got 3,800 yards. What are you talking about? With, like you said, a battle line, man. Dallas is going to win this game, but still, don't give him the tools to be successful and see what he does first. He don't have the tools yet.
Right.
Look, I got the Cowboys, but let's not act like they about to blow this team out. Remember last year they had to face the Commanders at the end of the season, and they lost that game. Now, this is the only thing be kind of worried for the Cowboys. They still win this game because of talent alone, but it's outside on the road, and we know how they've been a different team on the road, and it's pretty cold AF outside. So, and Dallas is usually on a cold game, you want to rely on your running game. Dallas has no running game. So can they drop back and throw that ball 30, 35 times and win comfortably? Because the Commanders in this game are going to keep it close, in my opinion, but Dallas should come up on top. I'm gonna say Dallas wins 24-20.
45 degrees.
And that's cold compared to Dallas. I'm telling you.
I mean, and that's the start of the game too, man. It's gonna get colder as it gets through the.
I'm just saying the Cowboys, they're so Jekyll and Hyde. They're beast makers at home, but when they get on the road, man, they're a different team. There's a different team. They still win on talent alone, but I think the Commanders keep it close.
Now, this game is for the NFC East. If the Cowboys win, they win the NFC East. The NFC East is still up for grabs today.
I mean, yeah, you should have beat the Dolphins and the Bills with that same mindset. Then everyone has the mindset. You gotta win. You know, I get that, but yeesh, they be careful, Dallas. Just be careful. Go out there, handle your business. That's all I'm saying. Stand on business. You know,
they need Jalen Hurts to give Washington a call, bro. Give him a pep talk before the game.
He's here. He's here early. He in the building. Got that strawberry and cream oatmeal in him. He's in the building, baby. Coach, what's going on, baby? You muted, Coach.
Muted, Coach.
What's up, guys? Zach, where you been at,
Hey,
man? How's you been,
man.
Zach?
Busy, man. How you been, Coach?
Man, I've been good, bro. Good. Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Good morning, Coach.
Man, we've been missing you, Zach.
I know, man. I've been getting burned. I was just telling them I wasn't even supposed to be here today. I canceled my plans. I was like, this is too much.
That's good. That's good. I got some oatmeal, though, if you need some.
I don't mind Zach, man.
What's the secret ingredient, man? What's the secret ingredient?
We got to do that off, yeah. We can't do it on, yeah.
Coach, what's your thoughts on this contest, man?
Oh, man. I mean, really, just to see the Washington staff coach their last game, really. That's about it, man. To say goodbye to everybody, shake everybody's hand after they, leave the field. You know what I'm saying? They wish them well, and I already hope they don't put their for sale signs on their house or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Looking for new jobs, they got college openings and stuff. That's about it, though, with this game, bro.
So let me ask you about Eric Bieniemy. Only 1 year in Washington, looks like it's all over. Eric Bieniemy, should he be, along with Ben Johnson, should they be the top available OCs on the market this summer?
I mean, damn OC, he should be a head coach by now, right? I mean, he's proven. I mean, look what he left Kansas City, and they're a dumpster fire on offense right now when it comes out to the receiving game. So, I mean, Bieniemy should be a head coach somewhere. There are rumors of him maybe taking a few jobs as a head coach after the season over with.
So I have a question. I'm gonna ask all y'all kind of with the Bieniemy situation. What I was hearing with Bieniemy was he was this type of coach that I guess the old school type coach, get in your face with the no nonsense, It seemed like a lot of players on that Washington team came out and couldn't respond to that. So with that being said, do you think another franchise would take a shot at him being head coach? And then the second part of that would be, do you think players can relate to those kind of coaches nowadays?
That's a good question. Today, no. Can I relate to it? I don't think so because it's so pacified now these days. And with the whole movement, it's 2024 now, man. And you yell at someone, these kids cry foul. It's weird like that because me growing up playing football all my life, I was like getting in my face. I mean, I was always known that the coach that puts more emphasis in getting into your face and tries to direct you, that means he sees something in you, trying to push you and get the best out of you. Today, these players through the I would say, hey, we're talking about basketball too. We can talk about all youth sports pretty much, and it's so pacified now, man. These kids are entitled. It feels like, football, basketball. So I mean, but as far as look, if you're in the NFL, you're a grown man making a lot of money. Right. So what? So what? I mean, so what? If he gives you okay, so what? Get better. He's doing it for a reason. And it was crazy because Washington players came out there in the preseason were like, oh man, he's being too hard on us. And it was funny because Chiefs players had to come to Benny's defense. Tyreek Hill, Pat Mahomes. They all came out and say, hey man,
trust the process.
Trust the process. It'll only get better and help you out,
Got breaking news, fam. I got breaking news. Alvin Kamara is out today. AK will not be playing today for the Saints.
He might not be.
He is out. Breaking news.
Yeah. I saw that this yesterday.
Who?
Yeah,
Alvin Kamara.
Man, that man was in Silkers last night dancing, bro. He out there. That man was in Silkers last night, man, dancing. What's wrong with him, dog? Man, that man was in Silkers last night.
I don't know, bro. He was chilling in the club last night. I got you, man.
Man, that man
it says ankle. It says ankle.
You can still
the way he was cutting the rug last night.
You can still two-step on the bad ankle, baby.
No, ain't nothing wrong with his ankle last night, bro. He had that shade, that yak. Yeah, that shade yak. Yeah. Oh, man.
Swag surfing, huh?
Yeah.
He said swag surfing.
Swag surfing out there.
Big win yesterday for the Steelers. Once again, Mike Tomlin pulls a rabbit out of a hat with Mason Rudolph, Kenny Pickett, and Mitchell Trubisky as his quarterbacks. This man has his 17th straight winning season, and damn it, they won double-digit games. The Pittsburgh Steelers won 10 games. And I'm gonna say this to all Steeler Nation, not to all of them, but for the crazy ones, the ones who need help. If you want to get rid of Mike Tomlin, something is wrong with you. There are a lot of teams in the National Football League, and I mean a lot of teams who would kill to have Mike Tomlin as their head coach. You don't know what you have. You have one of the best head coaches in the history of the National Football League. I heard, like I said yesterday, I heard on a couple of shows this week, people saying that him not having a losing, ever having a losing season was a little bit overblown. Why? I wonder why that was said. I wonder why that was said. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Mike Tomlin, one of the best ever to do it. Put some respect on his name. The man knows how to get through to his players year in and year out, and he's not afraid to make changes to his staff. If he sees something is lacking and he needs to correct it, that's what he does. All right, I'm sorry on that spill, bro, but I'm just tired of all this Mike Tomlin.
Hey, look, 50% of the NFL right now has a contract ready just in case they decide to get rid of him. They already got the contract ready to be signed.
Right.
It's in their email ready to be sent.
I remember times when they wanted Sean Payton gone from New Orleans. There's a brief period, and I was like, okay, that's fine. But just like Tomlin, just like Sean Payton, the second he leaves the facility, he's got a job. I mean, the second. So do not underestimate what Tomlin has done for his tenure as a Steeler. And this game proved it. This game proved it.
They better not let that man go because that team should not have double-digit wins. We all know that. It shouldn't. I mean, my neighbor's a Pittsburgh fan, like super fan, and having to tell him that, he was like, he think I'm crazy. He think I'm crazy. I was like, no, your team's not that good. Your team is not that good.
They're not. But 17-10, that was a big win over there. There was no Lamar Jackson in this game, but still, Huntley is still a capable backup. Besides their weapons as in Odell and Zay Flowers, they had the core of their team playing that game because you want to, rest over rust, right? Because you don't want to be out 2 weeks in a row and not play at all. So yeah, the Ravens were out there to win that game, and they're at home. And the elements were crazy. A lot of fumbles going on, a lot of slipping going on, but the Steelers found a way to win that game, and they're moving on and hoping for a Jaguars loss or a Bills loss to move to the playoffs, man. But if not, it'd be crazy. A 10-7 team not make the playoffs, man. With 7 teams, with 7 available slots at 10-7 and not make the playoffs is crazy.
Yeah, real crazy. Hey, Cole, what you over there getting oatmeal ready, bro? What you?
No, man, I'm filling papers out, man. My daughter got to go take pictures for her volleyball team today, so I'm filling the form out.
Look at you, man. Sports, bro. I'm proud of you, man. Look at you multitasking, man. You're growing, bro. You're growing. You're here. You're growing, bro.
Over there adulting.
He's adulting over there, man. I'm proud of him, man. Boy, you came a long way, boy. I'm proud of you.
Yes, sir.
Man. So, fellas, what's our overall thought of this game yesterday?
I mean, good win by Pittsburgh. That's really all it is.
Yeah, right. Pittsburgh got the dub. I think Lamar there, that score is not that score. It's like 35-3. Like the team plays harder when he's in there. I mean, they got the win. Huntley, like you said, is a decent backup, pretty good backup, but it's not Lamar. So I expected Pittsburgh to win.
All right, so Steelers wait the outcome of the day's Jaguars against Titans game. Again, Jaguars lose, Steelers are in.
Yeah.
All right. In the Bayou, here we go, baby.
What we got?
All right.
Ooh.
You got the 7-9 Falcons against the 8-8 Saints. A.K. Alvin Kamara is out. Today, what's on the line for the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons? And I mean, it's a big if Carolina shocks the entire NFL nation and upsets Tampa Bay, this game becomes a game for the NFC South title. Can the Falcons sweep the Saints, or can the Saints even the season series and backdoor their way into the playoffs? Family, let me hear your discussion on this game.
Carlos, give it to me, man.
I don't want to say nothing, Carlos.
No, man. All right, man. This is one of those 50-50 games, one-on-ones, bro.
Yeah.
You look at it, man, you're like, bro, the Saints should win this game. Atlanta just came off an embarrassing loss, man, but we've seen it plenty of time after time after time. Look, I'm going to go with the Falcons to win this game with a slight upset. I hate to say it as a Saints fan. I feel like look at that running game going on, and for some reason, I think that running game is going to kill us today, man. I think Arthur Smith is battling for his he don't want to put no for sale signs in his door at his house, so I think he's gonna be trying to put all the stock in finally using Bijan Robinson, who killed us last game. So I'm gonna go with the Falcons in a very close contested game in New Orleans. Obviously, I hope the Saints win. I hope the Saints win and beat them down badly, but right now I think my gut is telling me Atlanta's gonna win this game, and they're gonna pray for a Panthers dub.
Man, that's like, coin flip is probably a good one because Kamara out, Kendra Miller possibly out, Juwan Johnson chest injury, Kalen Saunders concussion. Like, yeah, it's a lot of injuries for the Saints. I hope they can pull it out. I hope they can get the passing game going. You know what I'm saying? I think they can win. And if the defense becomes consistent like it was the last game and the game before that, I could see it. But like you said, the run game for Atlanta, if they actually do get it started and get it popping early, that's going to be an issue for the Saints. But I'm a root for the Saints, man. Let's go 9-8.
Well, everybody rooted for everybody, I think on the panel said that the Bucs would win last week. A part of me wants to be like, oh, let me go ahead and pick Falcons and maybe we can get a little reverse action going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A little something like that. But I mean, here's the deal. I mean, this is a big game for New Orleans, regardless of what happens with the other outcomes to make the playoffs. Just because this could be Dennis Allen's first game or first season with a winning record. This is a big one for New Orleans. We're already hearing all the talks of all the players willing to make some changes to their contract, try and bring some more people for next year. We're not quite sure what this team is going to look like next year and what route we're going to go in the future. I would love to see us get a winning season. I'd love to see us possibly get into the playoffs if certain things work the right way. This can be a tough game. All I do know is that Mr. Hoodie Allen, shout out Hoodie, will be in the building in the dome for this game. He's sitting down low behind the end zone. He said, keep a lookout for him. And I'll tell you what, if the coaching is down bad in the first half, you might see Coach Hoodie jumping down on the field, get in Pete Carmichael's face. So, man, give me the Saints, man. I want to see a big win at the end of the season here.
How you feel, Coach?
Man, let me tell you what I think about this game. With the wedding, you got the limo for the bride and groom, and you got the little van for the wedding party. Yeah. They should have that shit parked outside the dome for Atlanta and New Orleans coast to put them in the limo and both of their damn staff to take them to the nearest airport and get the hell out and keep on going wherever they got to go for both of these franchises. Keep moving.
No return flight. No return flight. Huh?
No return. Just put them on a plane and say, shit, wherever we run out of gas, let that shit land at. For both of these teams. And start all over with both coaching staff. That's what I think about this game.
Let's go.
I want to point out how Dolph didn't even give his prediction, bro. He's like, I'm gonna go to the next one.
Dolph, you can't run away from this one, man. What you got?
All right. All right. The analyst in me think the Falcons go win. I just think 200-something yards on the last 3 times against the Saints. What we saw last week against Tampa Bay was that just a 1 week thing. Can they repeat that performance now? Will the return of Peyton Turner, will that help them in defending the run? I know a lot of people laughing like Peyton Turner. Yeah, well, they could use Peyton Turner a lot during this season. I'm just saying, but we would see, man. Listen, I hope I'm wrong. I hope they finish 9-8. I want them to have a winning season, but I just think, man, what I really think is going to happen, the Panthers are going to beat. I think the Bucs are going to beat the Panthers, and I just got a feeling that Green Bay and Seattle are going to lose, and then just like that, the Saints are out. But Jay Live, I know you ain't saying I'm tripping when you've been talking about you want the Saints to lose all their game. But y'all struggling when the game day come, boy. I tell you. All right, man, we go to the next game, man. All right, well, real talk, man. Hell, I'm going 9-8, baby. I want us to get 9-8. That's the fan in me, baby. I want us to get 9-8. It's gonna be tough.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Philly at the Giants. This is for the NFC East. Can Philly get off the slide?
Oh man.
Yo, I'm going with the upset. I'm going with the Giants.
Whoa!
All right. Taylor's the quarterback. I'm going New York. I don't give a damn who the quarterback is for the Giants. But obviously Tyrod Taylor has got to be the guy, right? And he's playing. He's playing very well for New York to keep them in games. They should have beat the Rams. Let's keep that real. They should have beat the Rams last week. But that 3rd and 12, that 3rd and 10 play call, that draw play, that was dumb. They lost 2 yards, and ironically, they missed the field goal by 2 yards to win the game. So, but New York at home, Philadelphia, man. I mean, they are so much better than everybody else, and you cannot tell by these scores. You cannot tell. There's not been a single game where Philly has blown anybody out. Not a single freaking game. Maybe one. I think they had a night, but that was like early in the year. But even against the Giants a couple weeks ago in Philadelphia, that game was closer than what it should have been when the Eagles got their last dub of the season, right? Give me the Giants with an upset, man. I don't know what's going on in Philadelphia, but Something's wrong. Something ain't going on internally. I don't know what's going on, but I think the Giants take their momentum from last game, and they're at home again, playing against their arch rival. They would love nothing more than to knock out Philadelphia out of the, home field advantage and put them at the 5 seed. So I'm going with New York to win this game.
I mean, dude, Philadelphia, they're one game, 4 losses over the last 5 weeks.
Yep.
I know they played San Fran, got the brakes blown out of them. They play Dallas again, get destroyed. Seattle, horrible coaching leads to a loss. Giants, they scrape through and then they lose to the Cardinals when they were up by 14. It's just embarrassing right now. It's like, what happened? Where's the Philadelphia of last year? The thing that frustrates me the most and not the most is, we're watching the games and we're sitting back and we're like, we can see what the problem is. We know that defense isn't what they're used to be, but the offensive play calling has been so suspect. I don't understand the ideas of what they're thinking, whatever they're going through. And then also DeAndre Swift will not be playing this evening. He's out with an illness.
Oh man,
I've been rocking with Philly every week, the last 3 of them, and they have disappointed me 2 of those 3. And really the one that they won, they might not should have against the Giants. I feel like Carlos convinced me to go the other way and say the Giants are going to pull up an upset, man. I really feel like you convinced me, but I'm going to go with what I originally thought is that Eagles will have a big game. I just want them to. I want them to get a good win going into playoffs. We saw it happen last year where it was a questionable game whether they beat the Giants last season, and they killed them. Let's see what they do this time around. Give me Philly.
Yeah, man. And you said what's missing? It's that defense. That defense that was here last season. Yes, they have most of the same players. I know there's injuries, of course, but they are not playing with the same, sense of urgency, veracity, whatever you want to call it. Confidence is not there. It has not been there since they played the Niners. When they got their asses handed to them with the Niners, it all went out the window, and they looked so playing ugly football like this for the last 5 weeks. Even win against the Giants. 33-25, like that should not have been that close. Should not have been that close. I don't care who's playing quarterback for the Giants. Should not have been that close. They're a better team, but they don't look like it. This team looks like it's going to get into the playoffs and get taken out the first week. That's how they look.
Oh man, that was suck so bad for Philadelphia.
I mean, with the way they planned, like last 5 weeks, come on, 1-5, 1-5. You lost to Seattle. You only got 17 points? Come on, man.
Arizona.
Yeah, they put up 31 at home. Usually, we say that teams when they play interconference, they split. This could be the Giants could come out with a lot of confidence and win this game. It's a possibility. I hope Philly wins to go into the postseason with a little bit of something to be happy about, but I'm gonna go for the upset too. See, Giants. I'm going for the Giants upset.
Man, I'm looking at a stat now that has me, man, saying there's no way. The Giants have given up 83 sacks. 83 times their quarterbacks have been put on the ground.
83? Damn.
That's the stat I'm looking at. I've never seen a stat like that before.
In the season, that's not like the last 4 seasons. That's one season.
I'm looking at it right now. That's why I'm like, sacks allowed. Philly 34 for the Giants. They got 83.
Man, that's like
over double
5 sacks a game.
And I'm on NFL.com right now, looking at this on NFL Plus. Anybody want to go see? Now everybody getting fired.
I mean, that's what got Jones hurt the first time was the amount of sacks.
That's 5. That is, you're right. That's 5 sacks a game, Carlos. 5.1 to be exact.
That was Daniel Jones early that year was getting sacked like 12 times a game. So yeah, that could be right. Because Daniel Jones he was getting murked on the first 4 or 5 games of the year.
Exactly. Coach, any thoughts on this game? Are you still?
No, sir. I don't know. I was listening to them talking about an upset, and I was trying to see if I need to change my oatmeal or some shit. That's this Philly all the way, bro. No way the Giants. I mean, no way Philly blows this against the Giants, bro. I mean,
hey, that cinnamon oatmeal pretty good, though.
Yeah, there's got to be something they eating with that one because I don't see. I just think Philly plays a much better game heading to the playoff. I just
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah, I don't see the Giants.
They barely won last time.
I don't see the Giants.
And no Swift.
All right. In another game, Seattle, Arizona. Seattle wins. Green Bay loses. Seattle's in. Arizona pulled the shocker last week in Philly. Down 2 scores, came back, won that game. Hey, they can't improve their draft position much by losing 0-1 today. So how about they go out there and pull the upset? Can Arizona pull the upset today? Yes or no?
I'm saying yes.
I'm going
Arizona
Seattle,
upset. I think Arizona, man. I mean, they want to see Kyler Murray one more time act a fool, just so they can really be like, you know what, we got our guy for the future. We ain't got to worry about no quarterback.
So what's interesting about that is Cardinals have actually came out and announced this morning early that they have decided to move forward with Kyle Murray, and they're going to build around him. So it's already been decided. So you come out and play your game where you're sitting at your draft position. It don't matter because there's a lot of big talent on offense. They're not going to go and try to get a quarterback, so they're not worried about losing this game. They're going to go ahead, get an offensive line, build around them. Man, I'm telling you.
Shout out to J Live, my brother. I love you, my brother. Dog, I'm disappointed, baby. The body broke me down.
It finally broke you.
Listen, man. It hurt. It hurt my soul to say that, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, bro, listen. I want to be wrong, bro. I just hope I'm wrong, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. I appreciate the super chat, my brother.
Yeah, I'm going with Arizona to win this game, man. Arizona's got to win this game. Seattle coming into Arizona. I feel like Arizona's going to upset this team because they want to go on a bang. Like you said, Zach, they announced that Kyle Murray's that guy. Well, guess what? Now let's prove it. And Seattle has not been the best team on the road. Give me Arizona to win this game upset.
And Arizona's lost a lot of close games this year.
Arizona,
they played hard, bro.
They played 16 games this year. They've been competitive in 14 out of the 16.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that you said they just announced they're going forward with him, which is weird to me. You gave him such a big contract, and now you're announcing now, months after you give him this contract. The organization is ass. Let's just put that out there. if you're doing that now after you gave him so much money, even after you complained about him playing Call of Duty, you came out and complained about it. You put restrictions in his contract about PlayStation. You put it about studying his book. And now we're going forward. Make up your damn mind. Figure out what you want to do. You're adults. This is a business and a game. Figure it out. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Arizona wins, but if it has something to do with the contract, I'm like, I don't know, man. It's stupid. But Seattle still has their destiny in their hands, to be honest. 8-8, a pretty decent team. They've been playing pretty good. Had their lulls, with the quarterback going out, still going out. Cardinals can come in after last week. No surprises. Last week to me was the biggest surprise of the season, to be honest with you.
Gotcha.
Cardinals can do it. I'm telling you.
I don't know how you really feel. All right.
Inadequacies, man. I can't stand it.
Gotcha. Coach, give us one right quick. What we doing? What we think about this one? Seattle gets in or not?
They get in. Seattle gets in, bro. Yeah.
So you got Green Bay losing to Chicago today?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
All right. That was kind of docile.
I think Phil's kind of playing for his job today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I have why. How is he playing for his job? Ain't nothing coming out in the draft better than Justin Fields, bro. They ain't touched the field yet, bro. They ain't touched the field yet, bro.
That's true. I mean, but I can think about two players that might be better than. I mean, give him a year or two, be better than Fields, like quickly. So
I'm talking about on the field, NFL snaps, man.
And also Marvin Harrison Jr. is not solid on coming out because he's supposed to get like a $2 million UIL deal, NIL deal.
Who?
Harrison Jr.
Marvin Harrison Jr. Okay.
Yeah, he's supposed to get like a $2 million deal in college, so he might not come out.
It'd be worth more than his contract, which is crazy.
Yeah.
All right, we got one game on the docket right here, y'all. This game means absolutely nothing besides Bill Belichick's probably his final game as a Patriot head coach. We'll go through this quickly, y'all. Who you got, Jets or Patriots, and why? What is one thought you had of Bill Belichick for his career? Just in case it's it. If this is it for Bill Belichick, what do you think of his career?
One of the best ever to do it, man.
I'm going with the Patriots to win this game. One, because of the old Bill Belichick atmosphere, and of course, I think they're just going to play slightly better than the Jets in this game. The Jets season are done; they're out of it. But as far as the Patriots, I'm going with Bill Belichick. And I think, look, one of the best to it. His defensive mind is out there. But you know, it's one of the best in the game. His defensive mind, and you know,
what games we played at?
New England. Yeah. Then Foxborough.
Don't you think better, brother, that just did a free concert and skipped the game? Just let people sit there and listen to a free concert. Just skip the damn game. Let the players just come out there and sign autographs. Let the players come sign autographs. And just a free concert. Let the players come sign autographs, man, and shake people's hands. Don't you think people would get more money out of that?
More money, man. Get them dressed up in this pirate costume. They got Randy Moss and all that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
man. Let it do it like that. I like that, man. But hey, give me Patriots, man. And dude, Bill Belichick, just dominance in the league, man. Shout out Bill Belichick.
Oh yeah, I mean, biggest thing as a Raiders fan is, you know, to be honest. But I mean on some just like on some football stuff,
right?
People try to downplay him as being the coach over Tom Brady, and that it was all Tom Brady. Without him, Tom Brady couldn't be as successful as he was. Let's be honest. He would have still had some rings, but he wouldn't have had all of them. Because without Belichick having those young players who came in that weren't number one receivers, believing in themselves, also that's also part. He's part of that too.
And that's the first 3 Super Bowls for the Patriots was on the defense and Belichick. So I mean, the last 3 you could count to Tom Brady's success, but the first 3 that was a lot to do with that defense. And
that defense was nice. In him, man. Yeah, Teddy Bruschi and them boys, man. I respect to all them dudes. Them dudes was good. Them defenses were good. And even with this game coming up, the one thing, like you say, he does well is defense. They will take out your best receiver. If they take him out physically or they lock him down, they're gonna do one or the other. They've been doing it the last couple of weeks. They've been knocking players out the game. I expect them to do it again this weekend. I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
Okay, going with the Patriots. Yeah, I'm gonna just go with the Patriots, man. I think last homestand. I think they do it for. I think Bill gets it going out on top, bro. All right, next game up, the Raiders and the Broncos.
Quickly go through this because this game has no implications of nothing.
Nothing whatsoever.
Give me the I'm going Raiders.
Got a question for nine.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Should the Raiders hire Pierce as the head coach? Take the interim off. Okay.
Take the interim off. I think, like I talked about it with Zach before, I think they should either give him a 2-year, 3-year contract, the third year being kind of optional, depending on how the first 2 years happen. But I think the first year is not necessarily a prove a year, but let's see what you can do with a full year under your belt. And keep Patrick Graham as well. I think he's done the best for this defense that we've seen since 2002, maybe. This is the best this defense has been in the last 20 years. I think you keep both of them running back. We can bring in a new offensive coordinator or somebody that can come over the cat that's there now, because this is his first year as an OC. Somebody come in with him, help him, coach him to get him, because he had some pretty decent play calling, but there's points where he just didn't know where to go after. Because he never done it before.
Bring Eric Bieniemy to the Raiders, bro. Because Pierce is already he's a player's coach, but he's rough and he keeps some boys on lock. Bring Bieniemy. I think that'll fit in with the culture they developed.
Oh, it actually probably would.
Let it be something. Let it be something special.
I think personality would.
Give me Raiders just because I like Pierce, man.
The Raiders need to draft a quarterback.
I'm the one that I know people say yes, but here's my thing. You have a kid who just got thrown in and wasn't ready. He's played. We're at 7-9. We're at 7-9. I'm saying no.
Yes.
I'm saying no.
I think Raiders are one of those teams that move up in this draft, and they're going to get them a Jaden Daniels or get them a Drake Mays or someone. The Raiders are. I think they're going to be that team because new head coach.
I think they are, but I don't.
A new quarterback too. Yeah, I mean, if I'm a head coach, I see. If I'm Pierce, I see Nate O'Connell. I'm not okay. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I mean, let me get my young guy.
You have to take in consideration that O'Connell has an OC that doesn't know what he's doing.
I don't know, man. I'm going with the because you got a once in a decade draft for quarterbacks right now.
I don't know about that.
I'm just saying, like with so many good guys. Well, look at the last 2 or 3. They've been trash. So this one is definitely once in a decade.
But it's always every 3 to 4 years that the quarterback classes out because that's how long it takes for them to get to that level. I can hear it, I can see it doing, but I say give them a chance.
Man, I can't pass up. I mean,
I just feel like we've done it so many times in the past. When we do that, we always lose so much in the back end because we end up giving away so much, and we lose players because we can't afford them because of the draft picks we lost.
Look, as long as they get rid of Jimmy G, I think they all right. We'll figure out what happens after that.
I forgot about Garoppolo. Damn, I forgot about him.
They got their own too much. They own money. They own money.
AOC. I forgot about Garoppolo. Damn. Yeah. Never mind.
They own money.
Y'all ain't no quarterback. Never mind.
Who you got, Coach?
Quickly, Coach. Quickly.
Las Vegas to Walmart.
On to the Knicks. Let's go to the Knicks. Thank you.
All right, Coach. We start with you, Coach. Rams 49ers.
I'm gonna go with the Rams on this one because Frisco is basically locked to 1 seed. So I don't even know if they're playing half of their starters today. So I'm gonna go with the Rams. The Rams need this, and plus the Rams got a lot of playing a lot of good football moving into that playoff, that wild card. So I'm going with the Rams on this one just because.
Oh yeah, they got a lot of people out.
Well, I'm going with the Rams too. Carson Wentz makes his debut for the Rams today. So we have Carson Wentz versus Sam Darnold in today's matchup, I believe. So,
Lord Jesus.
Yeah. I want to see Carson Wentz, man, get one more shot in the NFL and see what he can capitalize on this game. I'm very happy for Carson Wentz. I mean, the dude was a beast before his injury, man. He got injured, and it's been hell ever since. So, but give me the Rams to win this game in San Francisco. But I'm telling you, if there's one team the Niners don't want to see in the playoffs, Los Angeles Rams. I'm telling you right now, that's one team they don't want to see when they're fully healthy. A fully healthy Rams team against a fully healthy Niners team, they don't want to see the Rams. So
Rams have been fun to watch, man. They've been really fun to watch recently. Stafford out there looking the healthiest he's probably ever been. With and the way that Puka has developed, man, I almost feel bad for Puka because CJ Stroud's been so dominant that he's not going to win the Offensive Rookie of the Year award because of that. But he's been something special to watch. Kyron Williams is a dog. My dude is like averaging over 100 yards a game rushing right now whenever he plays. It's unbelievable what they're doing. But the thing with San Fran is that they're good because of how well they're coached and everything like that. I wouldn't even count them out to losing this game because I don't think it really matters who's back there. I think they can go out there and put out a show because they are so stacked. But I think the Rams are going to go out there and put up a show. I'd like to see them do so. Give me the Rams.
Yeah, I'm going to go Rams too. I think everything's locked up. I think Rams get the dub.
I mean, they probably will. I'm not a Wentz fan, so yeah.
It's actually crazy. San Fran's favored by 4.
Yeah, I mean, they should be. They're at home. They should still be favored.
That's because Vegas feels the same way I do about Carson Wentz.
I hope Carson kills it, man. I hope he kills it.
This quick too. Kansas City. Give me KC.
Yeah, KC.
I'll go on KC. No Pat Mahomes, no problem. I'm going KC to win this game. The Chargers, they got their backups into the Chargers. Like, yeah, we're trying to get a high top pick as well, so we can go pick a wide receiver again. You know, so they so dumb out there in Los Angeles, Chargers wise. Yeah, give me
Chiefs probably win.
All right, Coach, I ain't gonna ask you, bro. I'm gonna go to the next one, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, Knicks.
Cleveland, Cincinnati.
It's kind of same. This game has no implications at all to whatever.
Cleveland's locked in, right?
The Bengals are out the playoffs, which is sad because man, they're my Super Bowl favorite. But they're out, man. So in this game, it's all about pride now. I mean, obviously, I doubt you'll see Joe Flacco. I'm pretty sure it'll be DTR maybe or something like that. So, as far as the Bengals, just pride kicks in. Give me Cincinnati to win this game. Just pride. Joe Mixon's gonna probably play in this game. I don't know his status. But obviously, the Senators are going to kick in for a lot of these guys, and a lot of guys want to get their money. So, give me the Bengals and win.
All right, and I'm going to say something after we touch on this game. Last night, hell of a game, 23-19. C.J. Stroud leads the Houston Texans to the playoff, baby. And maybe 4 hours from now, could be division champions. Coach, what was your thoughts on this game last night?
Man, just shout out to the coach of the Texans, bro. DeMeco Ryan doing a great job, bro. And that just shows you when you get a bunch of young men that believe in you, believe in what you're doing, and they play for you. And that's what you see with the Texans, bro. They love their coach. And they're just playing ball for him, bro. And they rallying around him and they're playing for each other. And they're gonna be a team in the next 2 years gonna make some noise, man.
Man, just imagine if C.J. Stroud actually went to the Colts. Just imagine.
Oh, I Stroud going to the freaking Panthers.
I'm glad he did. I'm glad he did.
Panthers look like, we messed that one up big time.
Now 504, like you said last night. I'm glad he did go to the Panthers, baby.
Look, this is my favorite thing about what DeMeco Ryans is doing over there. Whenever they went ahead and drafted C.J. Stroud, they talked to him, had a meeting, and he asked him who he wanted, and he said, "I want Tank Dell." So what they do, they made sure they went and grabbed him. That's that just instills the confidence you have in your quarterback as a head coach, showing that you're trying to do this for your team. You want to bring in the people not only that he wants, but that the team wants, and they all play together, man. Texans are going to be fun, man. That's future MVP in C.J. Stroud.
Stroud is so damn good. He made Nico Collins a household name. Collins guy had been in the league for a couple of years, and no one said nothing about nothing. Even Noah Brown, a former Cowboy, had like a 5-week stretch where he went dumb, right?
He went off.
That tells you how good Stroud really is. Now, big shout out to the coach too. They did lose this game, and they had a chance to win if it wasn't for.
If it wasn't for the coach, man, that was a horrible ass play call, man.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Run up the middle, man. You got Jonathan Taylor.
Taylor been running the ball, ripping off, catching passes out the backfield on the biggest play of the season. You not only don't have Taylor in the game, you don't even have Zach Moss in the game.
Nah, he has Goodson. I'm like, whoa, hold on now. What are we doing?
Jonathan Taylor had 30 carries for 188 yards.
Crazy.
What's 31, bro? Did y'all have him on a cap? Like, is it like a pitcher? He couldn't go one more.
Fourth and one. You gotta run that football,
Coach,
man.
what was your thoughts when you saw them lining up and you didn't see Taylor or Moss on the field?
I went to sleep. I was asleep. It was over. I was asleep, though. I went to sleep early last night, bro. I had that oatmeal and something in that oatmeal. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
All right. Now, the biggest game, look, they say the best matchup tonight. Simply put, Buffalo, when you're in Miami, not only they get to knock Buffalo out the playoff, but they also get to eliminate one of the teams that could be a potential roadblock to where they're trying to go. Do the Dolphins get the job done tonight and win the AFC East, or do the Bills come back from nowhere and win the AFC East?
I'm saying give me the Dolphins. I'm going Dolphins. I don't know why I'm saying that, because everyone's going to go with the Bills, and rightfully so. Bills have the better team, and they beat the crap out the Dolphins the first time. But this one's in Miami. Miami is going to be without their guys. Bradley Chubb out for the year with his torn ACL. I get that. Xavier Howard's gone too. But for some reason, I think Miami's going to put up some points in this game. Can Buffalo match them point for point in this game? I'm going to say yes, but Miami at the end. It's going to be one of those classic games down to the wire. I'm going a high scoring game. I think Miami's going to win this game. I'm going to say 34-31. Miami at the buzzer, man. I think Dolphins clinch the AFC East, and the Bills are out of there. And then I hate to say that because they're such a talented team. And now this could be different. The Bills could just kill them and whatever. But if Miami wins, they're the 2 seed. But if they lose, Miami drops to the 6 seed. So the Miami's in it regardless. They're in it regardless. So you wonder how much desperation is going to be on the Bills side, because Miami's like, well, even if we do lose, we're in. Buffalo's got to win. And they got to win. That's it. So, but give me Miami, though. I'm going to go with them. And they're out without most as well. But I feel like they're going to put up some points against this Bills defense.
Gotcha. Zach, what you got?
Give me the Bills, man.
Okay.
Give me the Bills. I think they've finally starting to click. You know, we're still not getting that connection between Diggs and Allen that we'd like. You know, I'm kind of waiting for that to happen, but he's working the ball to a bunch of different players as well. He had some honey in that oatmeal. That's crazy. But man, give me the Bills, man. I like to see him go and do it. They're a team that, you know, I thought would dominate this division. I thought it'd be between them at the end, but I didn't think there was a chance that they would miss playoffs, especially after the last couple of years have been. They started off real slow. A lot of people were thinking they might not even get up to 10 wins for a while. Now sitting one out from making it. Give me the Bills.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to go with the Bills, too. If Josh Allen continues spreading the Brock around, like he continues spreading around, the part of the reason I think he had such a bad time with all those picks is he was trying to force feed it. He was trying to force feed it to, you know, to Diggs. He was trying over and over, and it just wasn't working. But I think in this situation, when he started spreading the ball around, that's when they started being more successful. And, you know, they need to get that run game going as well. I can see them pulling out, especially with the injuries and how the Miami has been trying to recoup, because Waddle still has a situation. We said Mostert. We know that Tyreek Hill is technically still injured too. He'll most likely be in the game, but they have a lot of injuries they're trying to battle before this playoffs happen. So I think the Bills pull it out.
Gotcha, Coach. Your thoughts?
Buffalo all the way.
Buffalo Bills
Soldiers.
All right. So listen, family, it's been a great show.
Hold up. We got a lone wolf up there, don't we?
Oh yeah. Hold on. Who by themselves? Who went Dolphins?
It's the only one.
There goes the whole wolf and them Dolphins, baby. Hey, that's the first one of the day. That's the first one of the day.
Yeah.
All right. Hey,
that wolf gonna change quick. Gonna change quick after a while.
Hey,
wolf gonna lose his voice.
Before we get out of here, y'all know what time it is. It's time for our straight ballers of the day, and we gonna get straight to it. I'm gonna tell you what, I got a lot of my Who That Nation. You're upset with what your boy said. That was the analyst. But the fan in me, baby, I cannot stand the Falcons. Red Swan, my third cousin, I love you. But today for 3 hours, I can't stand your ass. With that said, I got my Nike shirt on. Just do it, baby. My straight balling for the day is not one player. It's the entire goddamn New Orleans Saints. We going out there today, baby, and we going to be straight balling. Dennis Allen gets his first winning season as a head coach. The Saints straight balling. Let's go, baby.
My straight baller for week 18, I'm going with Amon-Ra St. Brown, the wide receiver for the Detroit Lions. I think he goes off in this game against the Vikings. Give me 2 tutties, 140 yards, and the Lions praying for some losses between the Eagles and the Cowboys to try the number 2 seed in the NFC. My straight baller is going to be Amon-Ra St. Brown for the Detroit Lions.
All right.
My straight baller is Coach Bill Belichick. Thank you, Coach, for a lot of great memories, man.
Respect.
Hats off to you, Coach Belichick. My baller.
Shout out to Coach Chet. Nah, who you got, baby?
I'm going with my team. I'm going with my defense. Malcolm Kuntz has showed up big time for the Raiders and gave Crosby somebody to be a partner on the defensive front, and has picked up a lot of sacks the last couple of games. It's probably the highest sack totals in the last couple of weeks. But I'm going with Malcolm Kuntz for the Raiders, man. Defensive DN.
Yeah, not to be a copycat of Carlos, man. But look, not only did the Detroits get unfared against the Cowboys, but Amon-Ra St. Brown also got snubbed from the Pro Bowl.
Yes.
He had over 1,300 yards, didn't make it, and he tweeted out yesterday that he was hot. He said, congrats to everybody, but I was hot. Shout out Monroe. He's about to ball it.
Listen, fellas, with that being said, we are, as the NFL turns, Carlos, Coach, Zach, Nine, Dolph, we love y'all. Enjoy the day. Listen, every game matters. Get your laptops, you get your phones, whatever. Get all the screens in your house on, baby. Use your neighbor, steal your neighbor's electricity today if you have to. Make sure you watch every game today. Listen, we love y'all. And listen, we will be back throughout the playoffs and the Super Bowl, but this is our final regular season show. We want to thank y'all. Shout out to the PRO Media Network for letting us use their platform today. Also, shout out to Big Q and the family. And for everybody on the PRO Media Network, stay tuned. Big Q is coming up. We'll talk to y'all later. We out.
Sure.
Some sort of pain, you caused a permanent stain, which has determined your fate. I've never seen so clear. I feel the end and it's near. The day of reckoning's here. The sound of deafening fear.